David described the conditions along the Georgia coast, torrential rain and hurricane-force winds possibly. But we want to show you just what it looks like out there right now. Fox 5's Claire Sims is in Glynn County. She's been there all day as Matthew has moved in. And Claire, we understand that the water has forced you to move further inland.
Yeah, guys, we are right here in Glynn County, Georgia, and just over my shoulder over here is Interstate 95. You may remember that was the dividing line that emergency officials and Governor Nathan Deal were talking about when they were talking about the mandatory evacuation zone. So anybody on the eastern side of Interstate 95 was told to leave. Well, we were going into Brunswick to try to show you some of the damage that they're experiencing and some of the heavy wind and rain. And on Interstate 95, we saw that the water was starting to rise, and so we felt like it just was not safe, and so we came back over on this side of Interstate 95. But let me show you the wind already making a big impact here in Glynn County. You see these pieces of metal on the ground? Those are from the roof of this gas station. We're here trying to get a little bit of shelter, and the wind is just having no mercy, pulling those, it looks like, I guess, tiles of the roof just right off of this building. And as David was saying, this is not the heaviest part of the storm. We're still a little bit a ways from that, a few hours from that. And so this is just the very early weather conditions that we're seeing. We're just expecting it to get worse. And this afternoon, I think around 4 o'clock or so, Glynn County commissioners said, at this point, if you're in a safe place, we want you to stay there, do not leave, shelter in place, because conditions are just expected to get worse. We are live in Glynn County, Georgia. Claire Sims, Fox 5 News.
All right, Claire, we can see just how wet it is on the lens of that camera. Well, Hurricane Matthew has also pounded Tybee Island with strong wind and rain. Mandatory evacuations have been in place for the island since Tuesday. Fox 5's Doug Evans was on the island as the first bands of that storm moved in.
We expected the tropical storm winds to hit Tybee Island sometime afternoon, and it looks like they have arrived. This was shot at about noon today here on Tybee. We were not allowed onto the island after 1, according to the police, because there was great concerns that the road leading in here would flood and then we'd be stuck. There is a mandatory evacuation for Tybee right now. Many have stayed, but many have also left. Those that have stayed, they're on their own throughout the rest of Hurricane Matthew. Let's take a look at the Atlantic Ocean as it hits the pier here on Tybee. Big, massive waves rolling in at this hour. This isn't even what we expect in the height of Hurricane Matthew. That is still far to the south, still on the Florida coastline. But still, people here on Tybee have prepared. Many of the businesses are boarded up. As I said, many of the residents have left. However, some have elected to stay. The police are still patrolling the streets here on Tybee Island, but we don't know for how much longer that will last. We were told that the first responders here on Tybee would be the last to leave the island before the road is closed by any flooding. It's very windy here this afternoon. These are tropical storm winds that are now battering the island. Most people are simply off the island. They're taking shelter in Savannah and other places. We've seen them with their dogs and their cats and all of the possessions that they could get into a vehicle, and certainly all of their family members, and they are off the island and waiting and weathering out the storm in safety. That's the very latest from Tybee Island. I'm Doug Evans, Fox 5 News.
Well, as Matthew slams the East Coast, the focus is on making sure people stay safe, as Doug just mentioned. But as soon as the storm moves through, it will change to cleaning up and repairing all of that damage. And crews here in Georgia are ready to go as soon as they can. Fox 5's Patty Pan live for us at the Emergency Operations Center, where they're watching and waiting. And Patty, the response will come as quickly as possible, but not immediately, we understand.
Well, that is exactly correct. Officials want to make sure that the public is aware that if you chose to stay behind, that it is going to take time to get to those affected areas. And they say, the governor right now saying that we are as prepared as we can be.
Let's not underestimate how dangerous this hurricane can be.
At a news conference early Friday afternoon, Governor Nathan Deal urged the public to, quote, take this situation seriously as Hurricane Matthew closes in on coastal Georgia, packing strong winds and torrential rain that could cause widespread damage.
There's nothing certain about this other than the danger, and we should pay due heed to the warnings that have been given.
Officials say some 9,000 people are now staying at 30 shelters across the state, with another 6,500 going to state parks. So far, at least 4 hospitals and 9 nursing homes along the coast have been evacuated. Authorities have closed roads and bridges in and out of coastal areas. Meanwhile, Georgia's top emergency management officials said if you are not out by now, you need to stay in place. Adding those who stay behind, be prepared that help may not come immediately.
Avoid elevators. Be aware that emergency response may not be available for up to 72 hours after Matthew has passed. First responders will not be allowed to respond in conditions that endanger their personal safety.
Now, the governor went on to ask that everyone here pray for our coastal communities in our neighboring states affected by Hurricane Matthew. Now, while officials are bracing for what is to come, they're also looking ahead at cleanup and reminding those who are evacuated not to rush back, because bridges and roadways, well, they will have to be re-inspected. Reporting live outside GEMHSA headquarters tonight, I'm Patty Pan, Fox 5 News.
All right, Patty. While people along the coast flee the wrath of Hurricane Matthew, many first responders are headed in that direction. Now, Fox 5 was the only news crew on hand as 50 first responders from Metro Atlanta left Jonesboro this afternoon. The caravan includes specially trained members of the Georgia search and rescue teams from various jurisdictions. The caravan will join other first responders in Perry and then wait for dispatch instructions there.
So these are firefighters, paramedics, EMTs. They have the same level of training that all firefighters in the state of Georgia are required to have. However, they also possess additional certifications in the area of hazardous materials, confined space, structural collapse, high angle rescue, and then swift water rescue.
Well, the search and rescue caravan has enough supplies to be self-sufficient during the disaster relief mission for at least 3 days. And in response to the expected damage from Hurricane Matthew, Fox 5 has activated Care Force. Now, that's our community partnership with Publix and the American Red Cross. It helps to bring emergency relief to those in need, and you can help by making a donation at your local Publix store. 100% of the funds will go to the American Red Cross relief efforts.
And help will certainly be